Namaste and welcome to Yoga Therapy Part 2. And in these sessions, we are going to speak and practice about back, completely spinal health. And so this episode can be called as Yoga for Spinal Health. Coming straight to the point, there are three portions of your back. One is the top portion, the second is middle, and the lower. So the top portion is called the cervical spine, and the mid portion is called the thoracic spine, and the lower portion is called the lumbar spine. For the health of the spine to be all the time healthy, fit, you need to open the body in the directions it asks for. Generally, the body asks for deep stretches when we are concentrated into particular set of exercises. Remember, when you get up in the morning, body tends to ask to nicely stretch the upper body. Ignoring this kind of urges can lead to collapse of the back. So the major reason why therapeutic yoga, it is called therapeutic yoga, is we always ignore what our body is asking for. Let's not ignore what our body is asking for. Now, keeping this in mind, you have to follow all the fundamentals of maintaining the human body, like eating appropriately, not too much, not too less. Eating according to the need, not according to the greed of the tongue. Your tongue says to eat, taste, consume more and more, but you have to listen to that. So when you eat more and more, entire energy, entire oxygen levels are used just to digest the food and distribute the food, but not to maintain the health. So earlier, to my experience personally, when I am eating so much, brain tend to think very dull, and there are no positive thoughts, there are no constructive thoughts. Brain tends to work low because most of the time the brain works on digesting the food, distributing the food to the body, and taking rest. So that's why those who eat tends to sleep more. So I suggest to eat less in multiple times according to the hunger. Just feed the hunger, don't stuff the hunger. This can help you keep the metabolism high and the body movements free. Second thing is, when you are eating, clean the body with water properly. Hydrate yourself all the time. Not while you are eating, but before eating and after eating. And there should be a time gap between before eating the food and after eating the food. So these are the fundamentals to keep your body healthy. In every episode, I will keep reminding you about these things because these are the fundamentals of keeping your body healthy. If you don't follow the fundamentals and just look for direct answers, this cannot give you enough health. So enough health means your body should be able to perform what you ask for. Your body should rest according to what you ask for. The second thing, and the most important thing, is that you have to stretch your body with proper breathing. Breathe properly. First, earth element, that is food. Second, water element, that is drinking. Third, breathing. So from harder elements to lighter elements, you have to manage the body from day-to-day basis. Once you start breathing and moving the earth element, which is your body, bones, blood, and all the other organs, they will tend to remain in order and detoxification happens timely. So when you stretch the body enough, defecation, urination, everything happens properly. So with proper excretion, resting, and movement, body stays healthy. That's why you should keep on moving from time to time when the body needs. So when you are sitting, don't try to slouch. Sit straight. And the spine is corrected naturally. If you keep on instructing your body to sit straight, your spine will definitely sit straight and stay straight, and it remains its health. So remember, my dear friends, there is one more important aspect of spinal health. Most of the body is connected to the 90% of the body is connected to the spine. The rib cage is connected to the spine, the legs are connected to the spine, major amount of muscle mass, upper body's muscle mass is connected to the spine, and the lower limb body is also connected. So having this so much connection towards different organs, different bodies, spine takes a lot of load. So there is a cartilage between each and every disc, and you have to maintain the health of the spine. Each and every disc has to be lubricated and moved properly in the right direction. There are 3 types of problems that you experience with spine: scoliosis, lordosis, and kyphosis. So it is the deformation, or it is the moving of the spine into one direction, and it keeps staying there for a longer period of time, and it deteriorates the health of the spine. It is a lifestyle disorder as well, and for some people it is a basic problem. Sometimes it causes through genetic disorders also. Sometimes it causes through accidents also. So this can be helped by following the initial 3 practices of maintaining your earth, water, air, and the fire element. The fire element, which is the 4th one. Fire element is the spirit, the hunger, and the activity that you keep ingesting into all these 3 levels of elements. So space is always maintained properly if you maintain all the other 4 elements. So if all the 5 elements are maintained, the entire health of the spine is maintained. So if the spinal health is proper, your brain and other body functions remains very healthy. Why? Because spine carries a lot of cables, like the cables for your computer, the cables for your entire house electricity. So major information transfer from all parts of the body to the brain, and from brain to all parts of the body, is covered with peripheral and central nervous system. Peripheral is the organs which are in the periphery. Central nervous system is at connection with the organs as well as the head and the spine. So this is called central nervous system, and this is peripheral. Legs, hands, and all the other organs like toes, fingers comes into peripheral nervous system. Both has to work integratedly. For that, spine is very needed. To maintain good spinal health, you have to practice these things. Now, in this episode, we will talk about chronic lower back pain. Let's start with lumbar spine, which is connection to the lower body as well as the upper body. If you don't maintain a strong core, which is this region and the connection towards upper body and lower body, you tend to lean forward, slouch forward, go back, or push. If you have a big stomach, you will have definitely lower back. For that, you have to start functioning on easing the spine. So there are certain exercises. Let's start with them. Take a deep breath, sit or stand, whichever the weight is comfortable for you. If you are standing, that is amazing. If you are sitting, then these are certain practices that you can do. Then these practices can be done standing also. So let's release the upper back to function on the lower back. So there are 3 degrees of practice for releasing the shoulders and upper back. So to release the upper back means to create fluidity and mobility for the lower back to move. If this is congested, you cannot move, because movement starts from the signal of the brain to each and every body. It transfers from one area to another area. So you need to ease the upper body. So after, I would like to remind you that in yoga, a deep communion, there are basic warm-ups and hard warm-ups, Sukshma Vyayama and Kathina Vyayama. I recommend please practice by watching episode 2, Sukshma Vyayama, and if you are very well versed with Sukshma Vyayama, you can also practice Kathina Vyayama. Before practicing this, please practice Sukshma Vyayama. It is very important to practice these Sukshma Vyayama before these exercises, which are mentioned for chronic lower back pain. So let's begin, my dear friends, and start. Now, interlock your fingers. Sit straight with keeping your head, neck and back straight. Pull the body upwards by lifting the chest up and spine up, and keep your head straight. Now interlock your fingers and place your hands here. Now here on the chest. Now inhale slowly. Breathe in, raise your arms up and stretch the palms into the sky, and stretch as much as possible by elongating the spine. Now breathe in and lift more and more up, and hold there for 5 to 10 counts. Let's start with me. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, 6, 7, 8. Keep elongating. 9 and 10. Done. Now while exhaling, you bring them down. Again. Inhale, elongate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Slowly release. Third time. Breathe in, lift up and pull the wrists upwards, and press the palm up into the sky by pressing the feet into the ground and elongating the spine. This is how you open the entire spine. This is more than enough for everybody who is having back pain, and for beginners also. If you keep doing this, most of your body postures will be corrected. Okay, come. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 and 10. Now slowly release. Once you are released, try to free your shoulders, because you have put enough strain on the shoulders. You have to release them. Keep breathing and releasing. Close your eyes and do it. Keep breathing and release. Now, my dear friends, there are 3 angles that we have to stretch the body. One is the 90 degrees angle we first did, and the second is 135 degrees angle, which is exactly inclined halfway above the shoulders. So what you have to do is interlock your fingers nicely, bring it on them to the chest. Breathe in and look towards your wrists and the interlocked fingers, and stretch the shoulders as much as possible. Exhale, bring them down. Inhale, stretch the shoulders and arms, and exhale, bring them down. Again, inhale and bring them down. Inhale, stretch 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 and bring them down. 2 more. Inhale, stretch and bring them down. Inhale, stretch and bring them down. Now, after completion, relax the shoulders, close your eyes, breathe and move the shoulders. Once you're done with 135 degrees, relax the shoulders and slouch the back a little bit and breathe in. Come up and lift the chest up, squeeze the belly in. Now interlock the fingers and keep them on the chest. Now this is 180 degree stretch. 180 degree stretch is completely, when you see a protractor, it is completely parallel to the ground or horizontal to the ground. So what you have to do is you have to do a horizontal stretch with the shoulders. Now interlock your fingers, take a deep breath and inhale, exhale. Prepare yourself then. Inhale, exhale, stretch. Again, inhale, exhale, stretch. Inhale, exhale, stretch. Again, inhale, exhale, stretch. Again, inhale, exhale, stretch. Now, after completion of 5 sets, once you inhale here and exhale, stretch, and inhale here, exhale, stretch. So both the front side of the lungs and the back side of the lungs are stretched and open perfectly. So the movement on the front side, the movement on the dorsal side or on the ventral side are stretched properly. Now, when you are stretching horizontally, inhale and keeping the hands here and exhale. Now, remember, my dear friends, you have to make your lungs, both on the dorsal side and the ventral side, completely ventilated and oxygenated properly. So, in one set of 10 repetitions, do 5 sets of ventral breathing and 5 sets of dorsal breathing so that you can keep the lungs completely ventilated. So, this is important. Now let's finish with the 5 more repetitions. Now, inhale, stretch, exhale, bring back. Now inhale, exhale, stretch, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Now, with this repetitions, we complete all 90 degrees, 135 and 180 degrees stretch of the shoulders. Now, you will automatically feel upper body and upper spine, which is the cervical spine, which is properly ventilated and expanded. Now, let's go to lower body. This set of practice is called hands in and out breathing. Let's start with 10 repetitions. Now bring your palms closer horizontally to the floor from your shoulders. Now breathe in, open your chest nicely as much as possible, and breathe out, close. Breathe in, breathe out. 3. Breathe in, breathe out. If possible, open the fingers widely. Breathe in, breathe out. 5. Breathe in, breathe out. 6. Breathe in, breathe out. 7. Breathe in, breathe out. 8. Breathe in, breathe out. 9. Breathe in, breathe out. 10. Now let's go to lower back release. Now slowly lie down by turning and touching the entire spine on the ground. Slowly slouch the back and step by step release the lower back from lumbar spine, thoracic spine and the cervical spine. Now what you have to do is stretch the legs from the point of heels. Take a deep breath. Inhale, raise your arms up and stretch the entire spine and stretch the toes forward. Completely breathe out. Now breathe in and relax the body and come back to position. Breathe in and breathe out. Slowly lift the right leg, which is folded at the knees, and exhale. Keep the leg stretched, and you also follow it with other leg. Take a deep breath and release the lower back. Again, inhale, exhale, put it down. Now inhale, exhale, release the lower back. Inhale, keep it on the ground. Inhale, exhale, inhale, put it back on the ground. Inhale, exhale, squeeze and release the lower back. Now my dear friends, now slowly bring your hands down and try to understand that when you are inhaling, you are lifting the lungs up and pulling the upper portion of the spine upwards. And when you are exhaling, and you have to twist lower back or the tailbone outside, so this direction, and slowly release the entire spine outside and bring the knees closer to the chest and release the breath. Keep breathing. This way the lower back is released and the pain is relieved. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. My dear friends, remember to go according to your comfort. Don't overpress your knees and hug your knees this way. As this is therapeutic, you should not do this. Now slowly, always keep the mind. This is the position. Entirely touch the spine and tilt the tailbone upwards and outwards and bring the knees little closer according to the release. While you are releasing, try to exhale completely out of the stomach. Now with the two legs you have to do it. And this is the fourth set of the practice. Now inhale, open. Exhale, close. If you want to stretch a little more and can stretch a little more, open, inhale. Bring the legs forward and exhale slowly, step by step. Bring the legs and squeeze the stomach. This in turn you will feel so much goodness in the stretch of lower back. Now breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in, breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. One more repetition. Breathe in and breathe out. Now my dear friends, and the fifth set is Pavana Muktasana series. Pavana Muktasana is wind releasing. Even because of a release of Vata from the abdominal region, you will feel the release in lower back pain. See, remember, like when you are doing a long journey, so you will feel like the stomach is bloated, and once you get down and release the gas out through the, once you get down from the vehicle and release the gas, you will feel so much release in the lower back also, and you will feel so much goodness in your being as a whole. So for that, if you do regularly Pavana Muktasana, you won't experience such kind of things. Now let's start doing this. Now bring one leg closer to the chest by exhaling and extend the other leg so that the hip will be open and the entire hip region will be relaxed. Now slowly release and take the other leg outside and stretch this leg outside and take the right leg. Breathe in and breathe out. Let's do 5 repetitions. Breathe in and breathe out. 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 One more time. Breathe in and breathe out. Breathe in and breathe out. Once you are done with 5 repetitions on the left leg as well as right leg, your 5 sets are completed. Now when it comes to the 6th set of the practice, this is called Setu Bandhasana practice. It's called bridge pose. My dear friends, bridge pose is very important. Bringing your heels closer to the buttock with straightened feet. Now bring your hands down and completely relaxed adjacent to the feet. Now my dear friends, go according to your comfort. Breathe in. Slowly lift the hip up and breathe out, bring it down. While taking it up, squeeze the buttock, squeeze the gluteus muscles. Now breathe in and breathe out. breathe in, breathe out, 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 breathe in, breathe out. One more time. Breathe in, breathe out. Once you are done with this, slowly turn to the left side and